What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Games and I'm bringing to you guys a deck update, another one to my Galaxy Eyes Photon deck profile, just like all over the place there. But yes, so this is just basically an update to my Galaxy Eyes Photon deck. I've been playtesting around with a different build, more importantly the Warrior build, which focuses on a more of a go first kind of combo, which can utilize essentially just 2 warriors in your deck, which can at least get you into a 3 negate Appaloosa, which for this deck is very strong. Not only does it give you that, but depending which warriors you use, you can get Galaxy Eyes into your hand, which then if you have additional cards in your hand, you can then work off into a not only 3 into an Appaloosa, but also a Photon Lord, or even like a rank 4 to protect your Appaloosa, because she will have over 2000 attack, and so on and so forth. So depending what extra cards you have in your hand can really get you into additional cards onto your board and get you additional disruptions on your first turn. But not only that, with additional tech in this deck can also give you an easy big damage play when you go second, and depending what additional techs you play in your main deck or have in your side deck, you can then go and push for a strong go second play to just essentially one punch man your opponent with a big prime photon dragon. And I'll show you those kind of techs in my pre-built side deck, like beta test side deck, after the main deck and extra deck. So if you enjoy this, give us a like and subscribe down below, ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy Presence content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that, and all of that is great. Appreciate, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So also I want to give as Dale always does, and as I want to do as well, give a big shout out to myplaymats.com for these amazing, beautiful extra deck sleeves here. Like the material is very nice, it's very easy to slot your cards in, the size is perfect, and if you have like the over cover sleeves, they just fit beautifully in here. Like literally, I'm doing like barely any effort, the size is that gorgeous, like really nicely done. So use our affiliate link in the description below. I mean, that's how people say it. It's the first time I ever said that phrase. But yes, use our link in the description, so you can get these lovely sleeves from myplaymats.com and get, I believe, a 10% discount, I believe, or something like that. I believe we have that, or I don't know. Shows how much like memory I have. So, but yes, use our link for beautiful sleeves and playmats. So, for starters, we have our 3 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, the main heart and soul of the deck. Like literally everything is based around this boy. Like you gotta play 3. Our 2 alternative, our 2 Afterglow Dragons, alternative dragon. Our 2 Afterglow Dragons. This helps you get into your OTK. You can bump him up to 3 if you really want to. I just don't want to clog too much on him because he does require Galaxy Eyes on the board, but to summon himself. But with the spicy techie that we play in the deck, we essentially can get him on board even better. For our other Galaxy rank level 8s, we do play 1 Knight and 1 Brave. I've dropped these 2 down to 1 just because with the way that I'm playing this deck, I'm not hardly focused on these, especially like Knight and that. I like to use Knight because you can search him off Resolve, which makes him even better as a one-off card in the deck, because as you're going through your combo, if you either haven't used your normal summon, well, actually you can't use it off the Resolve because you can't use the effect. But yeah, so it at least sets you up for next turn, and so essentially any 2 warriors in this deck can lead you into a Knight follow-up on the next turn, which is very nice. I tend to do my first turn plays using everything else in the deck, and then things like Knight is my extensions for next turn to essentially just help me push in for that game on the following turn. And then Brave I'm using him as a one-of in the deck because he's essentially a pseudo level 4 in the deck that I kind of use him as. To go into my Zol plays and things like that as an additional extender. I kind of rarely use him as a rank 8, but obviously the way that he's designed, he can actually be used for your rank 8 plays. What I'm using for my additional rank 8 plays is this, which is 3 copies of Nebula Dragon. This card's phenomenal in this deck, and I don't know why I haven't been playing him as a freehold all this time, especially thanks to Afterglow, because this helps unbrick Afterglows and things like that, and helps you go for that OTK on the following turn, because you just reveal Nebula and either Galaxy Eyes or that you've searched off like a Photon Vanisher or an Afterglow that you searched off a Soldier and things like that. You can then just go for a pseudo 1 card punch into a Prime Photon who's at least going to become like 10,000 plus attack just on himself. That's just literally on his own, and that's thanks to Nebula. So you literally double, like Utopia double just off your Nebula, and then he gets even bigger depending on how much you have on the board. So Nebula Dragon's a fantastic card. Worst case scenario, he's a trading target for the deck. So I'm really enjoying Nebula Dragon. A pseudo level 8 is Galaxy Wizard, because he can just make himself level 8, but you can just sack him, search any Galaxy card in your deck, which is fantastic for this deck. Helps make Expeditions even better of a card. And one thing that a lot of you guys are going to be like rubbing your heads up over is I dropped Galaxy Soldiers 2. And you're probably thinking, Joe, the hell? Like, this is Galaxy Soldiers deck. Why have you dropped him down to 2? It's because I'm not going for the rank 5 plays. I'm using Galaxy Soldier as more of a extension of an expedition. So the way that I tend to play Galaxy Soldier at the moment, current time, like let's say I opened up 2 warriors and an expedition or something like that, or like the yeah. So just basically, let's say I resolve an expedition, I would tend to now use Soldier is to go expedition, summon Soldier, Soldier then searches me in Afterglow, and then jumping off the back of that, I can then just use Soldier for link material. So I rarely use him as a rank 5 playmaker, and so I feel like I don't really want to be summoning Soldier off his own effect, if that makes sense, because that uses an additional card in your hand. So then you have less place and uses to go into your other plays. It's weird. It's a weird way to explain. It's hard to describe it, but I just feel like Soldiers are better off at 2, and you just basically, it's much easier and better in my opinion to just summon it off an expedition, and then you can just go off from there. Soldier gets you an additional extender and it forms like an Afterglow or something, then you can just use Soldier for simple link material, make a stronger Apollosa, or like use him to make a Soul Flare, depending on what you have. So that's why I've dropped Soldier down to 2, and it allows you to fit additional cards in your deck to give you additional extenders. Moving on, we have the free Photon Orbital. It's pretty much self-explanatory and pretty standard from there. And then our free Vanisher. Much more important thanks to the warrior play. 2 Thrashers and 1 Advancer. I like this ratio. I feel like Thrasher's a better start playmaker than like an Advancer, because Advancer kind of uses your normal summon at times, which you kind of want to save for your other cards. Yeah, so I do like this little ratio here. And obviously, since we're playing the warrior package, well, let's round up the galaxies with the 1 Cleric. I really like Cleric as a a follow-up play, just to get all your resources back and then just keep going on in the game if you get into the grind game. And for our warrior package, I'm playing the 1 Infernoba Knight Renald, the 1 Fire Flint Lady, and the 1 Immortal Phoenix Gearfried. I think this little engine is fantastic in the deck. Why am I playing this as opposed to like just the 1 Renald and no Fire Flint or double Renald? The reasons for this is because no matter which one you have in your hand, you'll always be able to resolve the combo. And if you open up one of these, the combo is actually better, which is fine enough, because if you open up the Renald, you just summon the Fire Flint off the Isolde, and then you can just summon the Renald through his own effect and then get back that equip. If you open up the Fire Flint, you summon the Renald off the Isolde, which then gets you the equip back, and then you just summon Fire Flint for free since you control a warrior. So no matter what you open up, the combo then just extends, and it isn't a dead combo piece in hand. It isn't a dead card in hand, as opposed to if you're playing 2 Renald or something like that. Kind of like how the Brilliant Fusion Gem Knight thing. You open up the 1 Garnet. These are never Garnets in the deck, because it just makes your combo better. Fire Flint is even better to open up, obviously, because If you do, you can then just use Fire Flint to make these old, which is very, very nice. Why am I playing the Gear Freeze? Because he's a free beat stick. He's a free boss monster that you can search off the Isolde for your next turn. You're going to have it equipped in your graveyard guaranteed, thanks to the Galaxy Zero. And the other equip I'm playing in the decks, you'll always be able to have that one equipped that you can banish from grave to summon out the Gear Freeze. You can then just beat over an opponent's monster, get an equip on himself, and then become a negate. So that's why I play the one Gear Freeze. That rounds up the monsters. Moving on to spells, I'm playing the 2 Photon Sanctuary. I feel like now about Union Carrier, Sanctuaries are better off as a 2 of, in my personal opinion. 3 is playable. You can definitely play 3. I'm not saying 3 is bad. I just personally prefer 2 because it allows you to play more additional cards and options in your deck. Whereas, like if you're maxing out on the Sanctuary, you're going to have dead Sanctuaries in your hand. You're not always going to be able to use it to its full potential and things like that. So I like it as a 2 of card in my deck. The 1 Rotor to search for your warriors. Triple Expedition, probably the best card in the deck, just as the best extender. And then triple Trading, because we're playing so many level 8s that being able to just dump any of them to graveyard to dig through our deck for more cards is very, very nice. For our 2 equips, we're playing the 1 obvious Galaxy Zero, and I'm playing the 1 Living Fossil. It's because this allows you to revive any level 4 in your graveyard. This allows you to revive any Photon or Galaxy. I just like to have the additional options to play. You can just easily play 2 zeros if you so wish. Something I might do down the line, but I do like to play the 1 and 1. Moving on, for additional revival play, playing obviously the 1 Monster Reborn, probably the best extender in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we play the 1 Galaxy Trans because searching this of the Photon Lord is just fantastic. And then the 1 Upstart Goblin for a 39 card deck. I believe this is a 40 card deck. Yeah, I think it is a 40 card deck. Might be 41, but you know, it's just a nice free extender. It's just a nice free draw card, dig into your deck, as well as being a free card to take off your side deck. Moving on to the X deck, we're playing the 1 Cypher X Dragon. I haven't summoned this in testing lately. I feel like this is something that doesn't really come up in personal hand tests. It's more of an in-game battle that you get to try out. I prefer this over the Full Armor Photon just because it makes Cypher Dragon that much of a better disruption card, or break my board kind of card, because you Cypher Dragon anything and then you turn that card into Cypher X, and then you can turn your Cypher into Cypher Blade. So it gives you a better board, in my personal opinion, than if you're playing the Cypher Blade in Full Armor, in my personal opinion. You still get free pop off the Cypher, you get steal off the Cypher, you get a free pop of the Cypher Blade, steal off the Cypher, and then you get a big boss monster who can essentially, if he stays on board, recover you next turn to get you to essentially any XTs in your graveyard. Double Photon Lord, pretty much self-explanatory. The 1 Prime Photon, the beat stick of the game end of the deck. The Tachyon Dragon for the full board negation, as well as the Titanic Galaxy for the spawn negation. And then the 1 the Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand to allow you to use your, as well as being a negation, allow you to use your Afterglow turn 1, as well as the Cypher Photon Blast Dragon for your rank 4 choice. And then for the 5 Link monsters to run the extra deck is the 1 Apollosa, 1 Isolde, 1 Bujin Chiki Arashima, and then the 2 Soul Flare Dragons. So that's it for the main deck and extra deck. As I said, I'll quickly run through the side deck so that way you know how to play this deck going second when you do get into your side deck. There's only one main turn 1 card I'm playing in my side deck, and that is the Tachyon Transmigration. Probably one of the best negation cards in the game just because it's so powerful. Negates everything in a chain link, but I kind of built my main deck to be able to go first or second primarily, as then you side in whichever you need for that turn 2. So the Tachyon Transmigration is there for that. And probably the best thing to combo with Prime Photon to go second is the Mystic Mines. Mystic Mines is just such a powerful card. Being able to either bait and negate, or just essentially negate everything on your opponent's field, and then just simply as a Nebula Dragon to an Afterglow into a 10k Prime Photon for game. Mystic Mines is just such a powerful card in this deck for that kind of reason. Other things you can help you go second is the next seed's import. It can also be set going first, which is very, very handy. I do play as well Galaxy Cyclones because it's searchable as back row removal. Photon Stream of Destruction, searchable card removal as well. You can also side in things like kaijus to break your opponent's board, as well as being like light fodder for things like your Galaxy Soldier. An additional link that you can play in this deck in combo with the Nebula Dragon is Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, and then you can play like blowout targets for your Heavenly Spheres when he sacks himself off. But that, guys, is the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think of this, and again, big shout outs to myplaymats.com for the beautiful sleeves that you saw in the profile. And then also you can get some amazing playmats as well, so do use our link in the description and go check them out and stylize your deck. So as always, like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.